never thought I would expire. At an early age, got rejected by the fire. And the pearly gates got smoked but not phased. I had them doctors and maids. I go by the name of Duke Ellie. I've been shot, happened in Brockton, Mass. Dude comes to me, gives me the look of terror. He shows me the butt of his gun. Then he shoots 2 bullets in the air. I cut to the backyard and I get hit. Loud. I feel like this sensation of tire leaving the air. It's like a ptss. That's how it feels when you get shot.
When I left Haiti, I thought I left behind all the problem of violence. In August 2013, my son Duke Ellie savagely got shot in the street of Boston. He had to stay several days with abdomen open in order to prevent any type of infections.
You know what I mean? It feels like you want to go to sleep, but that's that sleep that you don't wake up from.
It's not unusual for me to run into a patient who's a victim of violence, the 20 and 30-year-old in a wheelchair on disability.
By the time I wake up, I'm in an induced coma, so when I wake up, it's like a week later. I'm thinking I'm about to die, but I actually made it. There's a big tube down my throat, so I can't breathe.
We need to start treating gun violence as a public health issue, period. It's not only the COVID-19 pandemic that's led to a curbing of our operations in hospitals like mine, but it's also been the spike in gun violence in our city.
We have mass shooting and massacre more than any other countries in the world. It is related basically to morality.
There's not much you can do about the situation. I just gotta live with it.
One of the things that we do know, based on all the studies that have been done thus far, is that unfortunately, this disease pattern of violence is not uniformly experienced across our society. For the general population, intentional injury is the number 3 cause of death. So there is a population at risk.
And this is what I gotta deal with, man. This is my war wounds. You know, I got staples all the way up my stomach. Over here was another abscess tube, and that's where the bullet shot me.
We feel morally obligated, morally responsible to educate the general public about the proliferation of gun violence.
The mother suffering from depression from a son who was killed by gun violence, sometimes a decade later. And the father with grief, anguish, anger at the loss of his child.
Guns getting in the wrong hands. Those are the people I worry about.
The number one reason for a youth to carry a gun is for self-protection. And then when altercations arise, that is much more likely, if there's a gun involved, for there to be a serious injury or death.
Officers can't go out and arrest every single person with a firearm who's an offender.
Urge them to take action against gun violence and to ultimately make America a better place to live.
I was almost eliminated, but they resuscitated. I'm something like a trooper with the heart that is dedicated. My story is real.